Good morning, everybody. Orin J here with another War of the Visions video, and we've got an update from the development team. Now, this is going to be kind of a patch review video where I'm going to talk about the development team's response to the pressure from this Wednesday's fumbling of that patch. I'm going to talk about future expectations, and I'm going to review some of the quality of life updates we got in Wednesday's patch, because as has been pointed out to me a couple of times, I was so focused on what I thought needed fixed, I missed some things that actually did get addressed, and I want to point those out to you. I want to grade them, right? I'm going to go through here, I'm going to grade some things in this patch, but I'm going to start with the developers' notices that came out today. Now, we have no way of knowing for sure if this update, if this compensation that we got was a direct response to the pressure that the community put on the development team. However, I know just through screenshots, through messages, through all of the communication I've had with you guys, that the amount of support tickets, the amount of like actual official complaints or questions that were sent in was incredibly high. I hope my video helped this, and I hope all of those official complaints helped, but some of the things got addressed. So let's go through that real quick, and I'm going to talk about it. First of all, following unit shards of vision card shards are erroneously unavailable for purchases with Gil. Now, I thought they were trying to give us the Gil summon banners like JP had. What this says is, actually, we just forgot to put these in. I don't know which one is true, and it's pointless to even think about which one is true. The point is, they are putting Gil shards back in the game. They're in the game today, and they distributed our 2 days worth of missed Gil shards to us. So check that box, that's fine. And honestly, I know, and it's been talked about, and I even talked about, technically speaking, you are better off having the Gil summon banners, but you know what, guys? I will trade the outside shot at getting 1 or 2 more shards for the ease of being able to click those 3 boxes and batch purchase my shards every day. Like, that was so simple, and one of the things that has improved in War of the Visions over time is less clicking, so I'm all about less clicking. But I got something to say about clicking when we get to the patch review here in a minute. So either way, that issue is resolved. And if we just keep Gil shards for the rest of the game, I will that issue's crossed off my log. Good response there from the development team. And again, importantly, quickly a response from the development team, which is unusual. A lot of times bugs in the game aren't addressed for a while. That's why I kind of tempered everybody's expectations with how long we were going to have to wait. Hey, they're paying attention. They're paying attention. Next up. Okay, this is fire attack up is erroneously listed. So there was a error in the wording. Okay, they're going to fix that. Cost for the vision card is messed up. So there's really not too much in here. Video summons were only displaying 1 award, but you were always getting all of them. So what looks like was fixed here was the shards for Gil. That was the big thing that was fixed. I want to mention something else though, and this is a very important thing. 2 things actually. First thing, and both of these are targeting spenders, which I think if I was Gumi, if I was Square Enix, my spenders, my whales, my light spenders, my super whales, these are people I'd want to take advantage of. So let me mention a couple things that I think still need changed. 1, this is not an error because I've seen support ticket replies. These 2,000 training packs used to have 80 shards in them and 10 rainbow spheres. Now, they didn't have the rest of this stuff, so I guess, like, look, I really personally don't care about trading 7 rainbow spears for 30 fragments of or 1 fragment of thought and 30 fragments of light, whatever. Like, that's not the big deal here. Although the 10 rainbows, look, if you're a spender in the game, you're not hurting for these probably. But the big nerf was having the shards. This used to be 80 shards for 2,000 paid. It was a way of the game saying, if you are spending money in the game, we are going to make building the character easier for you. That's the point. Like, I think what a lot of people need to understand about gacha games, and one of the draws of a gacha game, is if you're somebody like me who essentially has 2 jobs, a family, a house they're remodeling, I am so willing to pay some money to speed up my process in a game. This is one of the ways I did it. This was one of the ways I could just finish a unit, not have to worry about it, speed it all up. I would go buy these packs, but they acknowledged that these were supposed to be 40. Change these back. These need to be changed back to 80. That hurts as a spender. And that was intentional. Now let me tell you about something I don't think was intentional, and that is the nothing new in the special shop. Like, we did not get a Final Fantasy V special shop. And once again, the people like me who want to spend money, who want to support the game, we are very excited to click on the special shop and say, hey, what kind of deals can I get this week? How can I give you money? I still believe that this special shop was one of the things that was causing the game maybe not to be patched correctly on Wednesday, and they just kind of gave up on implementing it. I would not be surprised if next week, when they patch the game again, we get some Final Fantasy V items in the special shop. Time will tell if I'm right or wrong on this, but hey, developers, you want to make money? Put deals in the special shop. I will harp on that till the cows come home. So those are two things that I'm going to follow update to update as we go forward. Now, I want to talk about some quality of life improvements we got in the game this patch that I just kind of overlooked in the storm of what was happening on Wednesday, but now's a good time to talk about them, that I've got to use them a little bit. First of all, Chocobo Expedition upgrade. I've done a whole video on this one, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time, but yesterday I did all of my 30 expedition resets on Addison Rae's banner. You can see right here I'm at 120 again. Let's see if I get some Addison Rae shards. Every single time I did it, I got at least one shard. In fact, I got a total of 14 Addison Rae shards yesterday just from doing Chocobo Expedition. Now, I will say I used all silver tickets, of which I have 570, but I think a lot of people have a lot of silver tickets, so I got probably a little better rewards than I might have gotten. Still, 14 Addison Rae shards in a day for nothing is a huge W. So I'm going to give this quality of life change a 9 out of 10. Why not a 10 out of 10? Look, there we go. Got one more, because there's no slider. Like, I really just wish there was some way I could click silver ticket, slide it till my energy's maxed. Like, remember when I said one of the things this game has done a good job of is removing clicks? There's a lot of clicking you got to do to get through all of your Chocobo expeditions in a day, especially if you get to the point, which we'll all probably get to, where we're using bronze tickets. So 9 out of 10, great quality of life update. Give me a slider. Like, there's so many things where I'm just like, give me a slider. This is one of them. I don't want to click it so much. Okay, PvP map effects. Now, this has huge implications for the future of Friday Night Fights, for the future of any kind of casual, like non-official PvP. Basically, right now, if you're making friendly matches, there are some custom effects you can add to the maps. So map settings right here. Look, I can nullify haste, CT up and down, quicken, courage, AoE resist. There's things I can do. This is a massive deal, and I'm active, guys. Like, I've said this on my Discord. I talked to the referee team from Friday Night Fights. I'm actively trying to find some babysitting for Friday nights, even if it's just once or twice a month, to bring back Friday Night Fights just because of this change. Like, I'm so excited to be able to host some PvP events where I can manipulate some map rules without having to rely on the honor of the players, which is never a good idea. People make mistakes. People make mistakes. I ain't calling anybody a cheater. I'm saying people make mistakes. So I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10 as well. Again, it would have been a 10 out of 10 had there just been more map effects I could add, but there's nothing saying they can't just change this every once in a while. Make this like a rotating set, just keep adding more to it. If that's the case, it's an easy 10 out of 10. For now, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. Great addition to the game. Great addition to the game. Okay, another good addition to the game is the Guild Wars massive PvP test. Now, I can't show you this right now because we're in limited guild battle, and I don't want to show off my guild's limited guild war defense. I just about did that, and just now I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that thing. So I'm not going to do that thing. But basically, you could go into mock guild battle, and then you can mock against your entire guild, or you can select different people in your guild, have it all mock right in a row, instead of having to go one at a time. Overall, really good change. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, though. I'm going to give this one like a B. The reason I'm giving it an 8 out of 10, it takes a really long time. Like, if you were to mock all 29 people in your guild or whatever, you need to go take a shower and do your laundry and then come back. I highly suggest instead of that, just selecting, like if you have a lot of people in your guild running one type of defense, select 1 or 2 of them and then maybe select 1 or 2 others. So you can mix and match in there, which makes it a very usable function. But if you're a guild that cares about Guild Wars and you have people mocking, it's a great change for those high-end guilds. So that's an awesome quality of life update. Very good. Okay, the new vision card button. Now, I believe this is a brand new thing. I'll show off my limited Guild Wars offensive team right here that I'm still tweaking it. So it's you know, consider that, I guess. Oh, I'll just show off this one. So let's say I was going to put a new vision card in this group. There's now this button right here where I can sort by limited party ability or active party abilities. Now that's fine. Like, it's a little bit more sorting for vision cards. It's a minor update. I just wanted to mention that one. I do think it's cool. Anything you give us, game, that helps us navigate menus. We're to the point in War of the Visions where we're 3 years in and there's a lot of stuff. Anything you can do, developers, that narrows down that amount of looking or clicking or just scrolling we have to do is a wonderful thing. So I do like that update. It's just, I'm not gonna give that one a grade because it's just a little button, but I do like it. I'm just appreciating it. And then the last one I wanted to mention is another really nice one. And again, if you're not building trust stones at this point, I think you're about at the part where, like, it's really not that hard. I get the people who weren't doing this early because they found it to be really annoying, but we're at the point in the game now where it's not even that bad anymore. Let me find a trust stone that I don't have all the way leveled. So right here, I have accuracy and slash attack up as additional abilities on this trust stone. Previously, if I was going to enhance this ability, I would need to filter my trust stones and just look at like the R's and the N's, and then I'd have to come through here and start clicking, click a whole bunch. Now there's this trust stone shine sand. You could just guess what? A slider. I'm telling you, the power of sliders. Now I only have 100 of the worst kind, but I could like turn my trust stones that aren't URs into shine sand and then use this. It's just going to make leveling trust stone abilities into something where I used to have to click a whole bunch of, like, okay, change the filter, change it to N and R instead of UR, and then I do all that and then change it back to UR when I'm making a no longer do I have to do that. I can just use trust sand. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 right here on this update. Does it solve the problem of trust stones being a pain? No, not completely, but it's another step towards trust stones being easier. And so, like, I think this is something that kind of, let me end the video by saying this. Like, there was so many things that I think went wrong on the patch Wednesday morning, and I erred on the side of saying I thought a lot of it was just technical difficulties because you have a global team syncing up with a JP team, and we've seen technical problems in the past. And so far, from the notices we got today, hey, some of it at least was technical difficulties. And I'm upset a little bit because the part of me that loves the game, it felt like all of those good quality of life updates I just talked about were overshadowed by the negative response, the justifiably negative response to many of the things that happened Wednesday. So developers, keep the good quality of life updates coming. Great job on quality of life this week. Keep the notices flowing. I hope that every development team for every game, mobile game, gacha game, console game, MMO, whatever, realizes the power that just releasing information says. Like, they could have known all of this and planned on fixing it Wednesday and fixed it Wednesday. But had they gone a week without saying anything, it would have been a week of all of the conspiracy theories, all of the negative feelings just building on themselves. So look, developers everywhere, if you know something is wrong, just release a statement. Say, hey, we realize this is wrong. We're sorry. We're fixing it. We're going to hook you up with like the proper compensation right here. I think we got, I haven't cleared my present box today, but I believe we got other compensation as well. So like, yeah, so here's that compensation. Presents from Hiroki, like 200 UR scrolls, fragments and awakening prisms, a antler. Like, this was a very good. Oh, we also got Lena shards and Bart shards times 40. So very, very good compensation today. And this right here makes up for the lack of shards from the login bonus. So check that one off the list as well. Either way, that's what I had to say today, guys. Today's update was nothing but positivity. Good stuff coming to the game. Keep that flowing. Like, all of the positive momentum you built today, snowball that into the next update, hopefully next Wednesday or earlier. Hey, soon as you add stuff to the special shop, I will buy it. I still have not spent my, I have not got my whale purchase bonus done yet because there's still not something I want to buy. Okay, thank y'all for watching. I hope you have a great day. Let me know how you feel in the comments section, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.